So hey guys and welcome back to the video. In the previous video we completed about this particular feature, or you can say this particular backend of our TextUtils website. In that we completed till remove punctuations. We added this functionality called remove punctuations, in which we can easily remove the punctuations or other things like the symbols and etc. from our input text, right? So before adding more functionalities, let's just have a look at how exactly it's working, right? See, it is like that, right? So I can write this is my first website. Okay, I have written like that. Right. Now what I have to do here is I have to remove all the punctuations and I will click analyze text. So see, it's giving my website in a best way. Right. So you can see that technically our website is working right fine. But as you remember in the previous video, I said all of you to create few more functionalities, right? Like there were few functionalities like space remover and capitalize. So to create functionalities without wasting time, let's just do one thing. First of all, let's create a button or checkbox, we will basically say. So I will copy this one and I'll paste it. Right. Now, here I will first of all remove punctuations, and instead of that, I will add it as space remover, right? And here similarly as well, I will write space remover, and here instead of this remove punctuations, I'll write capitalize, and similarly here also I will write capitalize, right? Now let's just see whether are these things. Yeah, you can see that are all the functionalities margin left and margin bottom. Okay, margin bottom should be 5, 5, and 15. Again, let's reload it. Yeah, see. Now you guys can see that it's looking a little pretty, right? But still, you can see that we don't have that functionality, or we don't have all the uh, back end of every single thing. So let's do one thing without wasting time. Let's go to the views here, and inside this, let's create a condition. Till now, we created if function that if remove punctuations is on, then do this. Now, what I have to do here is I will create a new. For that, I will go here and I'll write LF. Okay, I'll write LF, and inside ls I will write if capitalize equals to on. Okay, so write if capitalize equals to on, then do the particular functionality. So for that, I'll again write analyze equals to, we will again write analyze equals to an empty string, right? Just to print the output in that. Then we will use for loop. Inside for loop, I'll write for char in input text, for char in input text. Right. Then I'll write few more things. Analyzed equals to analyzed plus char and char dot upper. See, here we have used a Python function that is upper, dot upper. What it will do here is it will make all the input or all the characters in our input as uppercase, right? So in that, what we exactly did here is we firstly check the value, okay, that whether our capitalized button which we have made here, where it is here, right, this particular button, whether it's on or off, right? First of all, we will be checking it as on, okay, and later on, like if we can take here by default as off as well, if we want, we can add, we can leave over here function, but right now we are thinking that it is on, okay. Then analyze equals to an empty string, and we will be doing the text. Instead of saying all these things, let's just do one thing. Let me show you. This is an example for capitalize. Okay. Now I will select capitalize and I will click analyze this. It says error, your text has not been analyzed. Let's see what issue is happening here. Oh, yeah. Actually, I forgot to print the output, right? For that, we will just use the same old thing. Nothing, we will be just using it like that. So, copy and paste. But here, instead of this, we will be typing capitalize the text. Capitalize text. Now let's go back and we'll again run the website. Okay, maybe it's an example of capitalize text. Okay, we'll click on capitalize and we'll go. Yeah. Maybe we are facing some another issue here. So for that, what it is, maybe let's check render equals to analyzed for HTML and user text. Analyze dot HTML and user text. Okay, let's go back here and we'll see. Maybe I'm doing some sort of error here. Let's check what error I'm exactly doing. Okay, so this one here, let's do one more thing. Here, I will also put for capital S. Maybe that will solve our issue. Request, request dot get. Yeah, why? Because see, we we are not asking the program that whether the checkbox that we are talking about is even marked or not, right? But we are just using it. And here, if it's not on, then we'll take it off, right? Now let's check. Maybe it will be working. See, yeah, now it's working. You can clearly see that your analyzed text is capitalized. Your analyzed text is not capitalized actually. You have to do here little. your analyzed text has been capitalized. Is let's keep it like that. Right. So you can clearly see that our capitalized text is clearly working, right? So this was our one function. Now moving on to another function that is space or space remover actually. So for that also there is nothing more code. We will be writing for space remover. We will just copy paste it, paste here, and we'll use multi cursor functionality, and we'll write space remover. Right. We have written space remover here as well. Now what I will do here is I will make another elif condition. Inside this elif, what I will write here is if space remover equals to or okay, then analyze equals to an empty string. This will be the same for both. Now, what I will do here is I will write a for loop. Okay, so inside this for loop, I will write for text. Okay, that in enumerate these input text. Right. Now, you guys will be asking what exactly is this enumerate? So, this enumerate function will be taking our will be you basically circulating the loop in the form of uh, indexes. Like it's like we when we are dealing with iterators, right? We also need the help of counting the iterations. Like for example, I will say uh, that index value starts from zero, right? So in Python, there is a built-in function that is called enumerate, by which you can add a counter to the iterable and returns it in the form of enumerating object. Like just understand that by writing this enumerate, you can now uh, you can now run the loop according to its index values, like zero with one and like that. So like that you can run the loop. So just take that in mind. Don't get confused by or don't take it in a different ways, right? Now what I will write here is I will write if if input text inside it, if input text and index of input text equals to an empty string and input text index plus one is also equals to an empty string, then what I have to do here is I will be writing if okay, so before writing the statement, let me tell you what I have written. I have written that if input text, the index of input text is an empty string, right? Like here, as we have written enumerate, we will be starting with indexes, right? So in the beginning, the index will be zero. So by chance, if the index zeroth index is an empty string, and the first index is also an empty string, then it will simply pass, right? And else we can write a condition like analyze equals to analyze plus. Yeah. Okay. Let's firstly run the case and let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, now we'll just use the same function here. Okay, and instead of capitalize, we'll use space remover. Let's use capitalize as well. Would work actually. What it says that response.get was callback error. Okay, there is the space remover. Let's check here. Name space remover. Copy the name and here paste it. Okay, and space remover is done. Then now here space remover equals to on. Then this particular okay. Again, I actually forgot to write this particular output statement. For this, we have to write like this. Okay, we will write user text. We have to just copy it. Okay, user text equals to, and let's just paste it. No, that like that it will be a little more easy. Sorted. We will write the analyze text has been sorted. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's again run the. What is happening here is wherever I have given a single space, like here I have given a single space, right? And here also I have given a single space. At that particular positions, it will not work. Okay. But if I have wherever I have given multiple spaces, like more than one, there it will ignore the spaces. Like let's just see. Okay, like analyze six. So see, here I gave single space, and wherever I gave multiple spaces, it has been ignored. Let me just do one thing. I will remove extra spaces here. Okay, okay. Now let's do one thing. We'll run it. So here you can see example. This is an example of capitalized text. Yeah, I know like it's not exactly working as it was supposed to, but still it is working like fine. Right? We can write it in one more way as well. Like instead of using this else condition, we'll just remove it. Okay. And here we can write if not. Okay. Now, let's just do one thing. We'll run it again. See, now also it's working the same way, right? So this is how you can add more functionalities. And I will say that this was the most thing that we were supposed to do. Let me do one thing. Let me check that whether it will work. See, yeah, it's working. But if we use a multi-line statement and we'll now remove punctuations and we'll do. See, this should not but exactly happen, right? Here there is a glitch, or you can say there is a pretty bug. It's like not exactly a bug, but you can understand, right? That see, here we have not created any function that will remove or new line remove, right? But still it's removing. So here the basic bug is just that whatever output we are getting, we are just simply putting the output, printing the output in an HTML file. Like here is an HTML file. Inside this heading, we are just dumping it. But if you guys remember that in HTML, there is that it ignores empty spaces, right? So this is the reason why the function that we are printing, right? It's not working, or it new lines are getting ignored. So to just skip that, we can use this tree. Okay, we can just use this tree tags, and like that. Now you can just simply print out the statement as it was. Like see, this is an output. This is an example of capitalized text. Right. This is example of capitalized. Right. Now let's do analyze text. So yeah, you can see that our website is working. Right. Fine. Right. So this was all about this pretty website, right? Now let's focus on to the main topic of the video. That now we will be shifting this website to Bootstrap. We can't simply just keep on creating HTML, and we can't add JavaScript, because later on when we will be working on multiple big projects, that time we can't usually just keep on adding styles, or we cannot just simply do every single line of coding. So for that we need Bootstrap, because Bootstrap is very easy compared to this, right? So let's do one thing. We will create here another file inside templates. Let's create a new file, and we will write here as analyzed2.html. Okay. Why I created analyze to? Because see, whatever we will be doing in our bootstrap file, we want that we should be having the backup of every single thing. Text utilities websites. Text utilities website. We have created a website which has text utilities, right? Now let's just do one thing. We'll go for web and we'll write bootstrap. We will open Bootstrap. And here you, after checking the Bootstrap, we'll just click on Get Started. Okay. And sooner it will send us to the documentation page. Here we don't even need to do anything. We will just simply copy it like we did. And here we will just paste it. Okay. See, we have just pasted it instead of title. We will print here as text utilities website. Okay, so this is our text utilities website, and rest all the things we will be ignoring here. Okay, now let's just do one thing. Here, first of all, instead of writing analyze to, we will go to views, and here in views, wherever there is analyze.html, right, we will just print analyze to.html. 2.html and analyzed 2.html. TextUtils.html. Okay, and now let's just go back to the server and we'll see. As soon as we will reload it, as soon as we run it, you can see that it's saying hello world, right? So you can see that our bootstrap has been attached, but the text that was supposed to be printed, it's not working. So to do that, let me first of all do one thing. Let's create a little nice, website so that in which we can just show off the things. Like here we will go on components. Here inside the components, let's click on navbar. Okay, here this one looks little pretty for me, so we will go to our analyze2.html. Inside this we will just paste it. Okay, so our navbar has been attached here. Inside this navbar, what I will do here is first thing quickly I'll reload this string here. You can easily see that we have got our navbar, right? But I don't want to keep all these things. We'll just simply keep common things. Like here, instead of navbar, I'll write text util utilities. Utilities. Okay. And here, what else are there? Home link. And there is a drop down menu, right? So let's do one thing. We'll remove this drop down menu from here and we'll remove this disabled item as well. Okay. And we'll again reload the page. So now you can see that we just have two options like text utilities, home link, and the search. Now, if I want that it should turn dark, I can just simply write here as I'll just put all and instead of light, I will just write dark. Okay. Now, when I will go and reload it, you can see that I have got a dark website. Now, this is the, basics. Now, I want other things as well, right? That it should be printed. So for that, let's do one thing here. Instead of let's search for forms. Where are forms? Forms. Okay, here it is. Forms. So this is just an example of the form, right? I want that instead of analyzed, I'll name it as rename instead of analyzed, we'll name it as text utils. Text utils 2.html. Okay. So I have created a website that is text utils. It has a navbar, right? Now after the navbar, let's add this form as well. Like I want this text area in my form, right? Okay. I don't need a password or something like that. I'm just searching for a normal form. Okay. So we'll just do one thing. We'll just from here we will just take this particular text area. Here is an example. We will just paste it. Okay. Let me first of all go and see how exactly our form was, right? Here is the form. Here it is. So to make it little more different, we can add few other things like components. We can check on, we can see alerts. Yeah, this alert looks little nice for me. So let's put this yellow alert. So let's hit this. Just copy this alert and here after this form. Okay. It also will goes inside the body. Navbar is done here. The statement. We will just paste it. Okay. We will paste it and similarly what I will write instead of this text will search see change what is there. Enter your text and it will be analyzed automatically. Here we'll just paste it. Okay. So this will be Django HTML. Okay. I want to format. So my text is also formatted, right? So this is a div. Here it is. Have to do few things here, few changes actually. Here instead of now what exactly we are trying to do here is we are just creating the bootstrap version for the website. Yeah, I know it is taking a little time because right, see, recently bootstrap 5 just launched, right? So there are a lot of more components that like I am also not aware about. So it's just taking me more time to search for new components because previous versions of bootstrap 4 it was really easy to do because it's now let's see, it's coming like that. Now the new website which I have created will be like this, right? This, yeah, I will say it is the much better version compared to the old ones. Now in this form, let's do one thing. We'll go for selecting options. Yeah, well, we can do this one as well, right? One thing I'm checking about forms, radios, no, radio checks, switches. Yeah, switches. I was searching for about switches. So let's just do one thing. We'll select the switch. For switch checkbox. We'll just copy it. Okay. Set the form for where is our text tutors. Here First of all, we'll paste it, but we have to even add the text area, right? So for the text area, let's go back to forms overview, and in that overview here, it was right. There was I just recently saw there was a basic form which was having the text area. Right? See, here it is the text area. Copy. And similarly here, this will paste it. Now what we can add here is we can add form and inside this form, it's in the form I'll put punctuation. Like whatever I just did in HTML, same things I will be doing here in this particular file as well, right? See, input method dot get. Similarly, here also I will write method get. Right? See, this is done. Now let's go back to the website and we'll see how it is looking. Right now, it's not looking that great. So for that, let's add a diff. Right now, let's just reload it. What has happened to this? Okay. For the div, I have to give the class as okay. Let's do one thing. We'll reload. Yeah. Now you can see now it's looking little fine. Right here for this particular rows, yeah, three rows are fine. Or I can put more. I will put like 6 rows and let's reload it. Yeah. Now it's looking better, right? Example text area. Instead of example text area, I will put this from the old text utilities is your text below. Okay. I'll put enter your text below. Like that, I will keep it simple. No. Now here instead of default, I will create 3, 4 similar check buttons. Enable tables for radius and checks. Inside this, it was there and switches. Yeah, there are switches. For the switches, let's just do one thing. Like we will be adding these things. We will copy this. Okay, we have to copy from div, paste 3 times. And we'll reload the website. Yeah, you can see there are switches. Now there should be some button anywhere right here in the form itself. It will be there, like submit button. The button which we can basically use to submit, right? This confirm identity will work like just fine. Confirm identity will just paste it from here. We'll keep it separate. Now we'll reload it. Yeah, you can see we have got the button, but we want empty should be three. Yeah. See, now our website is looking even fine. Right? We have got checkboxes as well, like that. So now what we have to do here is we have to give the names as it was given right here. We will copy the names one by one. Similarly, for this one, paste remover, and then copy capitalize. Right? So for each and every copy the name, capitalize. Then similarly here it is paste remover, and here it is remove punctuations. Right. Let's go to the website and we'll reload it. So yeah, you can see it's there. So this one, we'll paste this one and reload it. Yeah, so you can see our website is looking great and it's looking fine as well. Here in where we have the text area, we have to check that whether we have selected the text as, yeah, we have to select the text. Here, the text area, yeah, here. Now everything is ready, right? Let's just do one thing. Let's go to views, and we have even selected this. Now let's run is an example. The for the capital guys, and we'll select capitalize and we'll submit. What it says default. Okay. Let's check what exact mistake are we doing here. We'll check capitalized, analyzed, or external user text. Request says everything is like fine, right? It's taking default and yeah, let me check. Maybe I have left few important details here. No name, something like and as text, everything is. So, what exactly the issue is coming? Let's just have one more look, right? Like we'll see, we have given space remover. Yeah, we have done. We have given capitalize. Yeah, we have done. First, for remove punctuation, also we have given it, right? Now let's go to analyze. Let's go for views, and here we'll check. Let's just do one thing. What it says. Let's just do one thing. You know what? Let's just start the run the server again right now. Second checks. Python manage py run server. Yeah. Now the server is working. So now let's go and let's check. This is an example for the capitalize text. Okay. We'll select capitalize and we'll submit. So yeah, you can see that it's working right fine. This is an example for capitalize text. See, it's working. Right. Now if I will put remove punctuations and if I will add few punctuations here, it should remove this punctuation, right? See, it's working for this as well, and it will remove spaces also if I will be adding few. Maybe for the space remover, the function is not okay, so never mind. We will just have a look at that as well. Where is the space remover? Space remover. Here it is. We'll go for text utilities. Yeah, space remover. And first of all, let's check like which for space remover, which output we have given analyzed. For everybody, we have given analyzed, right? Then why exactly our space remover? It's not working. Let's just reload it. Let's an example for space. Instead of giving spaces, I typed extra digits. Space in word. Right. And we'll submit. So now it says start switch to copy paste views of conversations. Okay. Let's go for space remover. Here maybe some sort of issue is happening. So for text utilities, division, division starts here, division closes here. And this one is also complete. Namespace. Move on. Type checkbox. Let's see for how many more things it's coming. Capitalize. It's working. Right. For remove punctuations. Remove punctuations is also working. Don't know what issue this space remover is having now. Where is space remover? This year's switch ID flex. Hey, maybe their IDs are creating an issue because they all have similar IDs, right? So for all of them, let's just change the ID to sorry one two. Right now, let's see whether it's still creating an issue. This is for Now, see, yeah, now it's working. So yeah, it was the ID issue that was having. We cannot. If you guys are already aware, so you will be knowing that we cannot have same IDs, right, in our HTML. So that was just the issue it was creating. So I hope you guys have understood the use of Bootstrap. Yeah, I know that it became a little big video, but I would really say that if you guys are watching, then you all I think are now aware about Bootstrap, and it is a really fun to do things. And in the upcoming videos we will be making more projects. We will be completing this TextUtils website, and then we will be posting it on GitHub. So do check it out. For that, do like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss upcoming videos. I hope you like this one. Yeah, I know that in the between we were getting little distracted and things were getting a little messy, but yeah, in the end everything went fine. So this was all of it for this video. I'll catch you in another one. Till then, see ya. Have a great day and bye bye.